I guess the first thing to talk about is when they announced that they were making a film called The Social Network. On paper, it's like they're making a movie about Facebook, and so I guess how do you debunk that when people kind of come up to you and be like, "What is this?"
Just by saying that's not true. I think the backdrop is this incredible social networking site that was invented by this one brilliant mind, and but I think in the foreground of it all are these very classic relationships that play out. And it's a film that deals with these universal themes of being alive, betrayal, brotherhood, friendship, ambition, greed, power. I think it's almost Greek in its scope, in the scope that Aaron wrote it in. You know,
it's interesting to see because these things in theory happen to adults, but yet we're talking about people who are in their like late teens even.
Well,
so what was it like to kind of, I don't know, when you read the script, it must be really interesting.
Well, I think that's what will be fascinating about the film, is that you have all of these, like the things Andrew just described, that you usually usually you're used to reading them about adults in like a Greek tragedy, but like you said, it's easy. And just to answer a little bit on the first question, it's easy to stereotype this movie not having seen anything, just by seeing a teaser that actually is just audio. And obviously the movie's called The Social Network, but it really is a backdrop for something that delves a little bit deeper. And I mean, these characters are really complex and rich and layered, and like Andrew said, that it really makes for some really great drama with how they relate to each other when there's opposing points of view on how to execute, for instance, the largest social network that we have today.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Aaron, and the fact is both him and David have never directed a cast this young before.
Mm-hmm.
So was that interesting to kind of work with people who, I don't know, not that you're younger, but it's just kind of like it's a different kind of rhythm
Energy,
maybe.
yeah.
Well, we're also playing characters that are younger than us, but I don't think it changed anything. I mean, David and Aaron related to us the way that they would. So I don't know that it changed the process that much.
Yeah.
But
I guess we couldn't know. I've never been on a David Fincher set. I wish I had been before.
Yeah, that was sort of my first.
Yeah.
That was my first Fincher film too.
to work on a David Fincher movie, I mean, it must be an actor's dream to be like, what? So what was day one like, and then how quickly did you get over, I don't know, whatever anxiety that you may have?
To be honest, and I'm sure Andrew would say the same thing, whatever stigma is in your mind about it being like torturous, it really isn't. I mean, he's very, that's what I'm finding the more that we talk to people, is like, oh, did he break you down? And to be quite honest, the process was he was very nurturing. He was very sort of like, he just steered us in the right direction. And yeah, we did a lot of takes, but I think we were happy to do them because I think it's a benefit to the actor to be able to do that many takes and mess it up and start over and get it into your system and try, and that's the only real way to try new things, is to really get it engraved in your brain, the actual words that you're saying and what you're looking to accomplish and how far you're willing to go to get it. And really, that's sort of the ideals. Come to think of it, that's sort of the ideals in this movie, is what are you looking to accomplish, and how far will you go? How far will you turn to get it?
I would like to say that it would seem like a perk to be able to channel the genius words of Aaron Sorkin, and so. And it's wordy. It's not. So how do you kind of get the rhythm down and to be able to like do the piece justice and all that kind of stuff? How do you kind of overcome your own personal whatever obstacles that you might have?
I think he's very hands-on, and in a really, really positive way, because I think we all welcomed that. I think he you know, he respects language so much, and he respects punctuation, and you know, as you were saying, a rhythm and a tone. And you know, of course, it's intimidating at first because you realize you're holding someone else's work in your hands, and whatever you do with that is then seen, you know. And so that's a massive responsibility to him, and but mostly to the story. And I think that's what he feels a responsibility to as well. Just like creating a great story. And I think you know, what he has done is, as he always does, he's crafted something very rich, very very complex, very detailed, and very human, and heartfelt, and honest. And you know, yeah.
In my opinion, the thing that makes Aaron so brilliant as a writer is that he's able to craft a lot for you to say, but not one word of it is expositional. Not one word is wasted. And it actually, surprisingly, made it easier. The memorization process, it made it a little bit easier because you knew that every statement you were making took you to the next statement. I mean, it's laid out for you. If you look at each scene, you know, from A to Z, no B, C, D, E, F, no letter was skipped along the way. You know, and it's really, you just connect the dots. And that's what, in my opinion, what makes Aaron so brilliant is that he's able to capture both of those things at the same time, because I think human behavior, we talk a lot, but we're always trying to
talk over each other.
Yeah, we talk, yeah.
Yeah, like we talk
like all the time.
We
talk over each other.
But like what I'm gonna
right when you're talking, I might say something because it just comes to me.
Right, but let me